Howdy, folks. It's Marvin Cash, the host of The Articulate Fly, and we're back with another Central PA fishing report with my main man, George Costa of TCO Fly Shop in State College. George, how are you?
I am amazing as always, Marvin. How are you?
I'm just trying to stay out of trouble, and I'm so happy that you're adequately caffeinated this morning.
I certainly am.
Any sort of like kind of hippie, organic, bean combo you want to share with our listeners?
Nope. Just too much of it. Just too much coffee today. I might need more. I'm starting to come down off my eye.
Yeah. It's funny, we're roasting down here in the Southeast. I think it was almost 100 degrees down here yesterday. I look at your weather and you're like, damn, you're in the 70s and you got rain.
I know. We finally got a little cool off this week, which was nice. We got some overnight showers, some thunderstorms up north from us. Got a bit more rain than we did down here, but we got a nice little splash of rain, which bumped the levels up a bit, added a little bit of color. But everything here in Central PA or Big Four streams, Spring, Penns, Jay, and Fishing Creek Hole are still in great fishable shape. So the cooler temperatures are nice and welcome this week. Last week we were roasting and fishing was kind of slow. Cooler temps this week will help to keep those water temps down. We're definitely still temping midday. The J and Penns are really still on the lower side, especially the J. So still take those temps midday over 68 degrees or refrain from fishing. And the fishing has been pretty solid. Early morning, we just got a lot of little summer quills. Olives are spinning in the early morning. I'd say, 9 to 11 has been best on most of the streams around here. There's tancatus around. Cahills are still coming here and there. There's a good deal of stoneflies flying around, fish early morning and late in the evening for them. So we've got some nice golden stones buzzing around, which makes for dry dropper techniques to work really well. And the terrestrial game is really picking up. Search for those ants, search for those beetles, and fishing has been steady all week. So nymphing, same, usual suspects, your smaller mayfly patterns, scuds, sow bugs, sunken ants, things like that are working great. And the streamer game has definitely shifted to the low light conditions. If you want to fish streamers right now, early morning, late evening into the dark has really been where you want to be.
Got it. And got a question for you from Ryan. He wanted to know if hoppers are effective in Central PA.
They can be, but it's definitely more of a late summer and fall game. It's still a little early for them. And we don't see a lot of hoppers out here. We're much more riparian as opposed to like a meadow environment that you find on Western waters. So we don't have anywhere near the numbers of hoppers that they would have out on Western waters. But in late summer, early fall, August through, let's say, early October, hoppers can definitely be viable, but you're really going to want to focus on fishing them in more meadowy sections of stream. Hoppers don't tend to like the woods and most of like the tree-lined streams that we have here, but there's definitely certain sections on rivers around here that are going to see more grassy, meadowy thing. A lot of like smaller roadside streams, you'll always have hoppers along the roadsides, I found. So really, you got to kind of look for those grassy patches, and that's where you can expect to see hoppers and fish them effectively, definitely more towards late summer. If you want to fish like a cricket, a beetle, or an ant, those are going to be way more of what we see here in our streams.
Yeah. What's your favorite cricket pattern?
Just a little black cricket is fine. Nothing fancy. I think like Dave Hopper cricket, something like that. I don't fish a ton of them. But I do like some of the Grillos Hamburglar for beetles. Old fashioned crow beetle works great around here. And anything like that works really good. And something not too big either. I like most of the beetles and stuff like that are going to be, a size 10 through 14.
Yeah, got it. And, folks, we love questions on the Articulate Fly. You can email them to us or DM us on social media. You can also record your question if you go to the articulatefly.com website and go to the podcast page, and you might actually hear your question read to George. That's something we just rolled out relatively recently, and yeah,
I like that.
Kind of cool, right? It might induce all kinds of chicanery. So and if we use your question, I will send you some Articulate Fly swag, and we're drawing for some cool stuff from the shop at the end of the summer. And I know you're kind of out of the thick of your kind of spring fishing season, George, but I imagine you might have something going on around the shop, maybe a sale, maybe, some class spots, something like that.
We sure do. We got a couple of really good Brew and Bugs events coming up here in State College. I'm focusing on some smallmouth patterns that will be tying. We definitely, a lot of guys here are shifting towards smallmouth for the summer. So check out our website. Those gates will be posted soon on TCO's website, tcoflyfishing.com. And keep an eye posted on our education tab as well. We're going to have our fall classes, winter classes, probably up within the next few weeks for, our steelhead classes that we do every year, summer smallmouth, and fall streamer trout things. It's right around, it's creeping up to class season. So check out the website.
Yeah, and I'll pretend to be George, and you guys are open. I can't remember your address exactly, but I do know you're open Monday through Saturday 9 to 6 and Sunday 9 to 3. Similar hours.
You got it. You're hired.
Dude,
hired.
Similar hours at other locations.
Indeed.
Well, folks, as I always say, you owe it to yourself to get out there and catch a few. Tight lines, everybody. Tight lines, George.
Take it easy, Marvin.